everyone. Hope you all are doing well and staying safe. Welcome to the Football Mania, one stop platform for all football lovers to get the latest news and updates from Indian football as well as football across the globe. So, in today's show, I will be starting off by talking about football in my home country, that is India, how it has grown over the last few years, and what are the major loopholes which are still causing a major concern going forward. I have been a very big, staunch admirer of how football is progressed in this country, but let's be honest, it's nowhere up to the mark of the other Asian countries like South Korea, Japan, or China, for example. And we have seen a lot of young coaches and even players developing and getting knowledge about the game in recent years with the likes of all the coaches and the professional clubs in India, there has been a major void when it comes to developing players through a system. When I say system, it can be from level A to level B and then going through a progressive pathway. There have been very few occasions where I can say that India has flourished as a nation. It has been mainly due to the reason that we don't see a lot of players actually getting the opportunities at the right point of time. They might be at their prime when they're 21 or 22, but due to lack of playing time and exposure to a lot of competitive matches, it becomes difficult for them to take up a career going ahead in football. So I'll be touching upon the five key issues which I feel need to be addressed and have to be looked after to create a short-term roadmap for the future. And also I'll be talking about what can be done to resolve these issues. So let's get straight into the video. Problem number one, lack of a structured talent identification system. This has been a major cause of concern for many years now, and the All India Football Federation, for example, has created small short term plans to execute their talent identification system. They have created strategies, but I don't know how effectively it is being executed. Me myself, on a personal note, I have worked with a lot of young coaches in youth academies, and I have seen there is good potential. There have been exceptional players who have got opportunities to go for trials through these youth academies for better clubs, just merely based on performance, but also based on their willpower and determination to succeed. But the main point being, we don't see qualified scouts at the local level. So if that is the case, how can we expect more and more number of players getting good opportunities? Yes, we all see local tournaments. It all looks good in the eye. We feel that yes, parents are encouraging their children to play football. But at the end of the day, they all want their children to go to the next level and keep progressing when they are young. So that by the age of 18 or 19, when they are matured as a player, or still in that phase of maturing, they can expect a lot of offers from clubs, especially in the I League second division. So my take on this subject is that we really need to step up on creating more opportunities for scouts to work at the local level, identify good talent, and then speak to potential clubs. My experience being in the UK was such that I saw scouts everywhere. I saw youth academies where every Sunday league match was a match which was always with a scout. I never saw anyone who was not encouraging the players. Everyone were supportive, and there was a very inclusive environment where a lot of people are working in the football segment. So when that happens, that creates more chances for these players to progress. So what can India as a nation do? That's the real question. We have a huge population where we just need to realize that creating a AIFF league or a youth league is not the solution. We just need to go to the local level and see what is the reality, what is the harsh reality which is hindering the progress of talented players. A huge pool of players have still been untapped. We don't know where they are or what is their current situation. But we do know that this is a major issue and we need to address it once we resume our activity post COVID-19 pandemic. So I would be really surprised if AIFF doesn't work towards this in the coming years, because we all know that the next Sunil Chetri might not be too far away from our eyes. So we just need to be aware of our local surroundings and see how good is the talent, because at the end of the day, uh, we all know mere talent is not enough, but we need to make sure that people who are at least talented are given the opportunity. That is when we can improve as a football nation. Problem number two, absence of a player development pathway. I have been pondering over this thought for many years now, that why is India in a system where there are no pathways for players to develop? I don't see any reason why there shouldn't be one, because that just makes the football pyramid much more transparent and smoother for the players. They might be coaching or training at the grassroots level. Might have been doing that for 4 to 5 years. Once they are at an age of 15 or 16, they'll themselves realize their potential, right? And the coach plays a very big role in such a situation, because he knows exactly what to do and how to guide the player to reach the next level. We all know that Lionel Messi didn't happen to come to Barcelona just by luck. He was talented, of course, and we all know that rest is history. But he also came through a development pathway. Even in Barcelona, he was growing as a player and he took his chances really well. And the coach was always supportive and he saw that this guy is a unique talent. And when he started giving him opportunities, he realized that Messi is someone who can create magic out of nothing. But when we talk about Indian football, we see players at a tender age of 16 or 17, they are not mature enough as a footballer. So most of us think that they might not progress and they themselves lose hope. But it should not be the case. The All India Football Federation has come up with some football development projects in the past, which unfortunately were not executed effectively, and that's the reason why till today we are still talking about a lot of issues at the grassroots level, be it in terms of infrastructure, technology, or use of more number of resources to improve the football ecosystem. And not creating a development pathway is a big hindrance to this. I can assure all of you that football can definitely improve once players know where they will be reaching or ending up once they are 17 or 18. If there is an inclusive environment where more people get involved in terms of private organizations to pump in more money into the game, or it can be even CSR activities which take place, there can be community events which promote football. So when all these things happen as a conglomeration, we can expect football to increase, become a very popular sport at every part of India, and the development pathway is just the next step for this. So my personal take is we need to just ensure that from the local level, every talented player is supported and molded, mentored in the right way so that we can get the best out of them in their future and see these talents progress to the national level, because there is a very big dearth of players coming through the ranks. We never see a lot of talented players able to make it to the professional level because there is a small inhibition within them, which themselves causes them to leave football, right? So it is really, really disheartening to say this, but football needs to develop, evolve, and with the structured pathway, I'm sure India will definitely grow in future. Number three, absence of a quality infrastructure. We all know that India is a very huge country with over 1.3 billion people. Moreover, the cities are widespread and the opportunities are also huge at the same time. One major issue which football has overseen for many years is the lack of infrastructure, and no disrespect to any other sport, but football, as we know, is emerging as a sport in the country. There has been more viewership, and there have been people engaging in football for a long time now. We all know that cricket has taken over the infrastructure setup. There have been, except the metro cities, if you talk about any other city in this country, football does not be given equal importance, or rather, very less importance. This is because the infrastructure has played a very pivotal role, and we can see more and more young players not getting the opportunities because they don't have the right facilities near their place. They have to look for possibly a green patch on a local park where they can kick the ball and get some satisfaction. But is that the solution taking India forward as a strong footballing nation? No, we have to create a system where there can be at least five-a-side pitches or seven-a-side turfs, artificial turfs, which come up at every local level. There are private bodies, private organizations, or there is a growth of sports organizations at every part of India. So if they can take this initiative, or if there are people who come together and create a funding project for setting up good infrastructure for young players, it can definitely help in the long run. Because more the number of facilities in India, better the opportunities for these players. It's as simple as that. And when that doesn't happen, we have to suffer as a nation. So, what has the state association or the All India Football Federation done to ensure that more money can be pumped in for more quality infrastructure? This is a very potent question which I would like you all to give your thoughts on. Even I am looking for feasible solutions and trying to understand where India will progress with such limited infrastructure. Just to give an example of my time at the UK, I used to see football pitches or even rugby pitches like for fun, as simple as that. There was not a scenario where I didn't see good quality green patch at the local level. There was always a youth club, and they always had the right people coming together and creating a community where they will raise funds for creating infrastructure. It can be even a five-a-side turf, or they can play cage football. It can be anything, but at least a space for young children to play. At least if that happens in small pockets of this country, in India, then we can take the right steps towards building good infrastructure. If you take an example of any metro city in this country, even there the scenario is very uneven. For example, the likes of Mumbai or even Delhi might be having more number of turfs, which have become very big opportunities to do business because these turf owners get good amount of fees through the infrastructure, and that's how they make the money. And they also conduct a lot of local tournaments for adults as well as young children. Well, that's a good thing, but why don't we see more number of people stepping up and realizing this as a very important issue? When they feel the urge or the uh, issue which has been revolving around for many years, that's when they will realize that they need to do something. If they have that inclination towards the game, this is the best way they can contribute. And I would urge any person who is watching this video, if he is having the right mindset or is planning to build something for the local players in terms of a five-a-side or a seven-a-side turf, I would definitely urge them to go ahead, take the necessary approvals, and ensure that you can give back something to the society through this activity. Problem number four, lack of qualified football executives. Well, I don't know why for many of us we feel that football is not a regular profession or there is no career option in football. Why do people always think that just becoming a player is the only option if you are interested and passionate about football? These are all preconceived notions which we have before we take up such an unheard career, right? But the truth is, there are so many important people who play a pivotal role in forming a player. Throughout his career, he has seen parents, he has seen coaches, he has seen scouts who would guide him, or if he's in a position to go to a professional level, then he interacts with football agents, right? All these players and all these coaches, scouts, agents, every one of them, they all are qualified enough. So why can't we have enough football executives who would look after the administrative side of football? This is a very major cause for concern because moving forward, we will see more number of players dependent on good amount of infrastructure, good amount of operations in football clubs, and for everything we require a qualified person. And who is that person? It's not the player, it's not the coach, but it's the administrator who will look after each and every aspect of that club. When it comes to managing big clubs, I have often seen that in India we have experienced people who have been in the helm of affairs in the corporate jobs for a long time. They take up these senior positions in clubs. But let's be honest here. Do we really think that India as a football nation can grow when these top corporate profiles enter the football industry? I don't think so. We require what we call as a skilled professional. And by enrolling for football education courses, getting yourself equipped with the latest information and the resources, that's when you become qualified and then you can step into the industry with a proper background of marketing, be it sponsorship, and how to manage football events. Because it's not just like any other industry where you go, you train yourself, and then you understand and then keep growing from there. Football in India is still at a nascent stage, but along with players and coaches, we require more young people who are passionate about football to take up these administrative positions, take up good football education courses in the country. So that's when we will see India flourish not only as a nation with good talent, but also a nation with good administrative skills and people who are fit for the job. So that's my personal opinion. We need to have people encouraged in their families. Parents need to support their children who want to take up such a career and look forward to them being at the helm of affairs in football clubs really soon in the near future. Last but not the least, of a real connect with the local community. Well, this is one of the fundamental reasons why the grassroots level in India is still at an average state. Why is it not strong enough? We don't give real importance to the community initiatives. As a youth academy, if I were the owner, I will just not focus on creating talented players and giving them a good pathway. But we also need to understand whether the academy is having a good connect with the local community. Because when that happens, there are more chances that the people in the community will be encouraged to send their children to train in the academy. It's as simple as that. We don't need to look for far-fetched solutions. It starts from the basics. And when we have youth academies or even coaches conducting workshops for parents and socializing with them in a positive way, that's when we establish a real connect. We can see the likes of big clubs in India, such as Kerala Blasters FC or even an ATK Mohun Bagan, where the fans are so crazy about football. That is because of the passion they have for the game, and that one of the major reasons is that the fans come from a real hotbed for football in India. If that was not the case, and if those clubs didn't have a very big history, probably we will not see such crazy or fanatic fans, right? So it's very important to actually include everyone in the system. Even a parent or even a young player's guardian can play a very important role in mentoring them and actually uplifting the requirement or the need for players to play football. And this can happen only when we conduct these community projects. As a professional football club, I would also see the requirement and see where we as a club can progress. We can create a good pathway where young players are training, but that is not merely enough. We just need to realize the fact that until and unless we don't create a connect with a lot of people in the community, it will be really difficult for the clubs or the youth academies to produce more talent. And when there is lack of playing opportunities at the basic level, then it becomes really difficult to improve at least the talented players. So these were my five main issues which I wanted to highlight in today's video. So as a footballing nation, we just need to unlearn from these mistakes. That's the number one step, according to me. And when that happens, we will be in a position to create at least a feasible roadmap. And there can be no better time than the ongoing pandemic to actually discuss about all these things, because this is the time for us to plan. And planning is the key for any project to be a very big success. And the mission of taking Indian football forward can be possible only when these plans are executed in a very good manner. And a lot of responsibility has to be taken by not just the AIFF, but all the stakeholders involved in creating a very inclusive environment. Right from coaches, from youth academies, then we have the agents, we have scouts, we have analysts. There are so many people. So when we have so many professionals who are actually working in the system, everyone needs to take their own responsibility and encourage more and more players to play. So with this, I would like to conclude. Hope you all are doing well. Stay safe and take care. Thank you.